Child's Play 3 time! Alright, so, in my opinion, this is the worst Child's Play movie, Child's Play 3. Well, actually, on second thought, I'd take it back. This is the second worst. I think the worst is Seed of Chucky. You're gonna see that one tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't upload yesterday. There's gonna be 3 videos today, 3 videos tomorrow to make up for the fact that I didn't upload anything yesterday, but... Alright, so Seed of Chucky you're gonna see tomorrow after the Bride of Chucky review today. So, Child's Play 3. The plot, let's go over the plot. So, Chucky gets revived again. It's been 8 years since the last movie. Chucky gets revived again. I think it's no big spoiler that Chucky died in the last movie. So, he's resurrected, he's revived, or whatever, in the new doll form, which is really weird, because the plastic, in the last movie, he was fucking plastic on the ground, basically. They remodeled the plastic, and it just magically forms into another doll. I mean, like, I guess he got lucky there. I mean, what if it was made, like, into a plastic bench, or a little Babby's, trainer toilet, or whatever. But anyways, then he escapes, and then he's, then we have, but before he escapes, we have to have a 7-minute scene, a 7.5 minute scene of him fucking around with a guy until he kills him. Yeah, no, really, he sets up, there's like 7.5 minutes of him, like, going, messing with this guy, fucking with him, scaring him or whatever, and then, until he just kills him. So, it's pointless. It's really pointless. I mean, he just could have killed him. I mean, I guess then we couldn't have had the all-amazing line.
Don't fuck with the Chuck!
Yeah! Wait, how'd that guy fuck with you? I mean, he was just kind of the employee at the company which gave you life again!
Don't fuck with the Chuck!
Okay. So anyways, he looks up Andy Barkley, the kid from the first 2 movies, and since this was 1 year, it was made 1 year after the previous film, but it's set 8 years after the last film, so they had to give it a different actor. It's like a teenage actor to play the Andy, They got a teenage actor to play... Oh, God. They got a teenage actor to play Andy. He looks him up on the 1991 internet and somehow finds his exact location and exactly what he's doing right now, which is apparently going to military school. I don't know if they ever explained that. If they did, I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know if that's the movie's fault or just my fault. But, and that's the basic plot. Well, actually, no, there's one more thing. So, Andy's going to military school, basically, and Chucky sends himself to him, but then this other kid just steals, he's supposed to deliver it to Andy, but he doesn't. He takes it for himself, and then Chucky's like, hey, maybe I could switch into this kid instead of Andy. So then, that's basically the plot, and then... for some odd reason, he lets Andy know he exists, when it would have been a lot smarter to not let him know you exist and just go and switch into the kid. Wouldn't that have been... You know what, maybe I'm thinking too far into this. Chucky's unstoppable. Nothing can stop him. Except the shoe. Anyways, with the setup, there are 2 main problems with this movie. One is Andy going to military school. Most of this movie is spent on him just doing random things in military school, and it's not fun or interesting. It just feels like a generic military school movie. Like, they even have a welcome to hell line. It just feels like a generic military movie. And if you like military movies, why would you watch this? It's a movie about a killer doll. Why? This doesn't make sense. It just didn't. That doesn't make sense. So that's the main part. The main problem with the movie is that it spends too much time on the military school aspect, and it's just not that fun or interesting. I mean, like, the first movie, you had, like, was interesting because, he was just going around killing people. It was very simple. They didn't really have gimmicks the first two movies. This one, it has a gimmick that, he's at military school now. And it's just weird. It's really weird. And it's not that fun. They have all the military school cliches. I mean, like, if you watch this movie and you want to get drunk, play a drinking game. Every time you spot a military movie cliche, take a drink and you'll be wasted. So yeah, that part with the military school thing is the main problem. It's just not fun to watch. I mean, even if you like military movies, like I said, it's a movie. It still has the killer doll doing things, so those parts you're gonna hate. And if you just want to see the killer doll killing people, then it has a lot of the military school, so it's a lose-lose. And I guess if you like slasher movies and military movies, you'll like it. Did those things mix? I guess not, because this movie got horrible reviews. And the other main problem is with Chucky assuming he can transfer into this other kid named Tyler, the kid he first talks to. He's trying to transfer into another kid named Tyler instead of trying to transfer his soul into Andy like he did in the was trying to do in the last movie. So, and the main problem is that it's an assumption, it's a guess. And they never actually say if he was correct on the guess. They never, he never finds out if that's true or not. It's just a guess that he made. And the whole movie, it treats it like that's a fact. And it's never, disproven. It's never even proven. So it's very possible that Chucky, this whole movie, did absolutely nothing. It's just really weird. It's plot holes and it's just boring. The only good part about this movie is the killing people and some of the over the top characters. Honestly, this hair cut, this hair, the shaver, whatever.
Yes. Oh, yes. We're seeing some skin now, aren't we?
I have a date with a 6-year-old boy.
Damn it. I want to go one Child's Play review without boy rape. Well, let's move on. So anyways, that's Child's Play 3. It's definitely the weakest of the original 3. And it's the last one that's actually called Child's Play. The next one, it was Bride of Chucky. Then it was Seed of Chucky. Then it was Curse of Chucky. I heard that the reason they changed it is because the next movies don't involve kids, so it wouldn't have made sense to call them Child's Play. Whereas the other movies had kids in them. Even though Andy's a teenager in this movie, he still has the little kid Tyler he's trying to transfer into. Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, and Curse of Chucky, they don't really have kids, or at least they're not the focus. So that wraps up the original trilogy of the Child's Play movies. I think in ranking them, I think Child's Play 1 is the best out of the original 3. Child's Play 2 is second best, and Child's Play 3 is the worst of the original trilogy. So yeah, and then and then the next movie, they changed it to... This is actually the second to last one. I'm reviewing 6 Child's Play movies, and only 4 of them were actually supposed to be horror movies. 2 of them were supposed to be comedies. Like no joke, they were actually intended to be comedies. And those are the next 2 films I'm going to review. Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. Those are the next 2. I'll see you for Bride of Chucky today and Seed of Chucky tomorrow. So, I'll see you then and catch you later until then.